Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Tam Predicts. I hope you guys are doing fine. Let's see what are the messages for you, what all you need to know, and what is there to tell you. Let's see what are the messages. Spirit guides, please give us some messages. Just a minute. Yeah, that was too much heat from the heater. Spirit guides, please give me some messages. Let's begin with the Soul Symphony card deck and see what do we need to know today. Confused, okay? Feeling lost, feeling invisible, avoid. A void inside, a void like vacuum, running away. Why do you feel confused, running away? No clarity, feeling invisible, maybe like ghosted from them. Feel like running away, like not solving the problems. This is one of the days when you're feeling really down and out, but I'm telling you, by the end of the day, you're going to feel so good, okay? You're not going to feel confused. You're going to get some kind of a clarity. You won't feel lost. Look at this. Exactly. Communication, you won't feel confused anymore because this communication, the notification or the message that you were waiting for will come to you. Okay, approaching voicemail, awaiting text, lost, feeling invisible. Maybe you feel ghosted, maybe you are waiting for a text and they didn't text you, so you have all these thoughts in your head, running in your head like freight train, like a bullet train, at the speed of a bullet train. That what will happen? They've not contacted me. I can't see even one message. Where is it? Maybe you've been checking your phone again and again, and that's making you more anxious. It's adding to your anxiety, already feeling restless. But there is an approaching communication, like we say, around the corner. You can't see it, you just can't see it, but you're getting anxious because you can't see it right now, and it's like taking a turn and coming towards you. I'm getting the words braid, like beads, braids, like you put beads in the braids, like you do in the beach, like yeah, they put special beads and braid the hair for you, like plaits maybe. Yeah, whenever I see these cards, it's like neon is so important. But look at this, sea is so important here. I'm getting the word carefree. You're pretty carefree, but there's something that is confusing you. I mean, you normally don't worry. You're like, okay, if it happens, it happens. But something, maybe you are really connected with them, really attached. And when they don't communicate properly, or it's not consistent communication, a lot of sea today, okay, like I'm saying again and again, it gives you a bit of an anxiety. That's what happens, that it gives you a bit of an anxiety when you don't hear from them. Look at this deadline. I did put it back here because it was the end, at the end of the deck, and again it's come out. So deadline is important. Is it before New Year's? There's some kind of a deadline in your head that if they do not message me before 2026 or before 31st December, this is not for me. You also wanting to walk away, you're also wanting not to walk away. Something is confusing you. Maybe that communication is important. Maybe you asked them a question and you wanted an answer. Time's running out. Maybe you gave yourself a deadline and said, if they do not contact me by this date or time, it's done. And as you approaching the deadline, is coming closer. Look at this, approaching. You don't know if that message, notification, clarity, communication, or a talk with them is coming or not. So that deadline is also making you worry because you're not seeing results, and you're like, okay, I've already given this deadline in my mind, should I keep it or push it? Or maybe you've given a deadline to them. There's intervention, can't wait any longer. Maybe divine intervention. Maybe this deadline was important to you or to them, to tell them that they have to pull up their socks and be involved in the relationship. Not like, definitely confused. You're like 404 there. The stability that you really wanted, like a consistent communication, a proper communication. You don't have to run behind them to talk to them or ask them to call you. I mean, getting fed up. It's like struggling for communication. You've given a deadline. Look at this, indecisions. I told you don't know what to do with it because you already have a deadline in mind. They are not acting. You don't see the communication approaching. You're getting confused. You're getting anxious. And there are decisions to be made. You're holding back. It says coming towards you. So for you dealing with somebody who holds back, probably they're avoidant, probably, whatever kind of behavior they have with you, hot and cold. Suddenly they'll jump into the relationship, be there for you all the time. Suddenly they'll pull back when you don't see them. You're like, oh my God, even did we have those beautiful days? Because right now they are so cold. indecisive, procrastinating. You did procrastinate this deadline. I think you've been waiting for them or the communication, or you've been waiting for things to get right. But yeah, maybe you pushed the deadline also in your head. You were like, okay, by November, if they don't, I'm just giving an example, hypothetical, that by November, if they don't call me or if I don't get my answers, this is not for me. Then they were nice to you in a way. Whenever you want to walk away, they pull you back into the relationship. Is it a pattern that's been happening? So there's a decision you've been holding back, manifesting. There's something, a stone or something that you hold close to your forehead, or something that you do, or you ask for clarity. It's like doing this, yeah, you ask for clarity from the universe because you're getting indecisive. I'm getting a very hot and cold behavior. The moment you try to get out of the relationship and say, hey, this is the deadline, I'm walking away and I'm not talking to you, they suddenly come in and reminiscing. Look at this, looking at the photos. You're like, you had such good times. Is it really, why are they not working hard in this relationship? Why are they not giving their best shot? Or why are not they giving this relationship all the love this relationship where I deserve? Blue is definitely important. Indigo, navy blue, a lot of blues, beautiful cards. Looking at photos, good times, thinking about you, dwelling. They're also thinking about you, dwelling. That's why the communication. Look at this. They're also doing the same thing. Somewhere you mirror each other. You could be dealing with a twin flame. Okay, you could be dealing with a twin flame. I've got around spring here, blossoming spring, flowers, bouquets. I can smell flowers around me, daisies. I'm getting that crisp summer smell. I don't know why. I'm getting more like the air. And it's also it is around spring, but I'm also getting, when there's a nip in the air, it's kind of windy. Let's see, they're also somewhat missing you, but why are they holding back? Are you holding back, or are you not replying, or they do reply late? Again, this card came up. No matter how much I did shuffle right now, and I saw this card, and yes, twin flame, 1-1. I'm getting 1-1 with this twin flame. Totally not disconnected. Neither have you totally disconnected. There's two swords standing there. They know they still have to give you clarity. They maybe walked away without any closure or any clarity. They're walking back in, they're looking back, and they're like, okay, this is the attachment or whatever the connection is still standing. That's why there is communication. Okay, whatever you wanted, whatever kind of communication you wanted, are you there, not there, closure, no closure, moving ahead, making this work? You need that clarity. Definitely before the year ends, you need that clarity. Something to do with around spring. Or maybe you guys noticed a strange looking flower or a beautiful flower with unusual colors, or you asked for the name of the flower. I'm getting the words ice cream cone, neon signs. It's like, snowflakes, neon snowflakes, and there's a ball around them. I'm getting the word bugs. I don't know why bugs. I'm getting ice cream cones. I'm getting the word torch. Yeah. Winter time, definitely. W, definitely, because I was getting west side also. See, victory. 6 hours. Within 6 days. This is victory. This is somebody moving, towards you, making that decision. They made this decision. Remember, this is a general collective reading. I'm picking up the energies of whatever's happening. This is the death of a relationship and a new beginning of the relationship, okay? Like around the corner. You don't know it was happening. Birth and death we cannot control, okay? So you cannot also control when it's coming around. What you need to do is disconnect, not to check your phone again and again. Okay, don't check your phone again and again, and you will be amazed by the results, especially when you're doing spells or manifestations or anything that you do. Whatever, just don't check your phone. Disconnect. I know it's easier said than done, but yeah. It's like, almost universe laughing at your face. Sorry for saying that, but it's like you don't know what's coming. There's a new beginning, but you can't see it because either, you're just so lost in your thoughts, or just seeing the phone all the time. You don't know there is a new beginning in this relationship, guys. The sun is shining. On the way. Armor. I'm getting the word armor. On their way. This is a victory card. This is such a yes card. The 6 of Wands is always victory. While you worrying here, you don't know they're already moving ahead, coming back. Because this is the connection they couldn't break, they didn't understand it. Even when you walked away, look at this, you walked away multiple times, or you told them you're walking away. Maybe it was not taking you seriously, but now you actually walked away, and now they realize they've kind of lost you. And that was so necessary in this, because they just thought that you're fibbing all the time, you're not going to do it, something to do with me. This is the bridge. They also couldn't break this bridge. You can't destroy this bridge. It's still standing. That's the connection, still standing no matter what. There is love for you, no matter how they see it. This is them this time, their card. And your deadline means that you were pretty serious. And you took a chance, because you were like, this time I'm not going to go back. But what if they do not call me? I mean, you were in a dilemma, but you had to take this chance because you can't do this anymore. I mean, it makes you anxious. It takes away your peace of mind. It strips you away from your, a peace of mind, mental health, anything that wasn't right. And I think this person wasn't taking it seriously. That every time you did something for them, they didn't see it, they didn't appreciate it. They didn't appreciate what you were doing, how you were looking, your achievements. All you did was them, talk about them. It became them. It was not us in a relationship anymore. It became, about the person you're seeing. I mean, you try to do a lot for this person, but they never got pleased. They were never pleased, or they never appreciated. It's like an empty well. It's like an empty well. You kept putting in more. Well is also W. And look at this chance, starting again, starting this whole thing again, reigniting that fire, beginning again. Will it start again or not? Will you get that happiness? Peace, white flower. Something to do with a very beautiful flower I'm getting, They didn't respond well, The response was not really good. The replies were not really quick. But this time you're sure of a deadline. Maybe that's what's shaken them up. Maybe that's why they're ready for this. They're also reminiscing. The beautiful times you guys had. And this time deadline means deadline. This time you'll walk away means you will walk away, okay? There are no ifs and buts. That's why you're also worried. Will they talk or not? And you've got judgment. You want peace, love in this relationship. You've done your work. You've given the deadline. You're just lying there, peaceful. Still praying. Look at this. Hot and cold behavior. Judgment card. Coffins rising from the dead. A chance, a new life, a new beginning to this relationship. Only when they speak out, that drives away the confusion, that pushes the confusion away. I'm getting the word return from the dead. Return from the dead could be, look at this, 1 minute, look at this. You've got King of Cups. Returning from the dead. This relationship is rising and you meditating. I didn't shuffle them, but this is what you're doing. For your mental peace, for you. I mean, that's why the deadline. Will it be rosy again? Look at the picture outside. It's so rosy. You did a lot. You kept up pleasing them. That's what happened. But this time the deadline is final. Yeah, that's a word. Final. Nothing doing. Final. Those are the words that I'm getting. Some of you got an evil eye to wear, or were thinking to buy an evil eye. What is... Okay, new love. For you, some of you, new love, or it feels like new love. The death of a situation, the death of this relationship. For a lot of you, if you're single, there is new love. If you were looking for new love, there is new love, okay? I was going to say this stroke of midnight. Maybe that's very important. At the stroke of midnight. Look at this, together forever. I'm getting for some of you, you will celebrate this new year together. That's a big chance. Okay, I always raise the vibrations and hopes. I know this is a collective reading, but this is totally in front of you what I feel, and what I get in my head as messages, butterfly change. needs huge change, huge shifts. This relationship needs huge shifts. It has to rise from the dead. And if you see now that I realize this relationship was dead, or you're like dead, I'm dead for you, I'm gone, you know how you say dramatically, I'm gone, you know, all that drama, I'm not going to come back. It was really, really needed. And deadline also has the word dead. Look at this. Closing on lines for connection, for connection with them, closing all lines. That's what you're doing. Deadline is actually like, this is already dead, there's nothing I can do, I've done everything. And you're very serious this time. I saw air and water, maybe that's important. Look at this love message. There is a love message for you. I'm getting at the stroke of midnight, you know, or whenever it's just going to be 12 or 12:01, something happens, maybe till 31st. That's going to be important. Bay leaf spell, yes, doing spells. Hope. Remember, I used the word hope. I will call you. We started with this, didn't we? Confusion. Why? Because there was no call, there was no communication, and I will call you. This will drive away your communication. This will drive away your confusion. This is what you wanted, the message. And the deadline was important because you had to shake them off. If you didn't give them the deadline, they were sitting pretty. There was no victory. They were not coming towards you. They were just ignoring, not appreciating what you're doing, not even looking, you know, at this relationship or what it needs to work. So those are my messages, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll be back with another reading soon. Bye.